Hey, what's good? What's good? It's SebastianKyng representing Belize, Los Angeles, California, now posted in Duval. I'm on the industry most wanted with TampaMystic, and we're about to shut it down. Let's go.
See, I'm from West Coast, baby, ain't no question what my pedigree. Boss never city, I'm like something you could never be. Baby, keep it moving, this a booming operation. Show these niggas how to get it, I'm a player, so I'm choosing. Left, right, I get down with the best of them. Chasing all this bag, it ain't the prom, that's the...
Hey, what's going on, man? It's your girl, TampaMystic.
Industry's most wanted.
Industry's Most Wanted podcast, man. This is a wrap-up after the Industry's Most Wanted showcase last night. This young man right here sitting next to me, he goes by the name of SebastianKyng. He tore up the stage. He won a trapping from the basement.
Yes, I did.
You did your thing. Give me some love. Appreciate you being here. I like all the tats. Looking fly, you know what I'm saying? Got his flag out.
Yeah, you already know.
But go ahead and give us that real deal introduction. I want you to break down every aspect of SebastianKyng. What do you have going on?
Okay, so SebastianKyng. I used to go by the moniker I Am Ghost. Everybody knows. They still call me that now.
Okay.
So my grandmother actually gave me the name King, right? And my middle name is Sebastian. I'm from Central America, Belize. Grew up, born and raised, and then we moved to Los Angeles. So I just decided to change it up a bit, go with something more real. And SebastianKyng felt real to me because I know that. Feel me? So that's the name I stuck with.
Absolutely.
And I've been rocking out, man. Really I've been doing this like over 20. You feel me?
But you only 22.
I wish.
No, you look like
right. Everybody says that. Like,
yeah.
I've been rocking out for a minute, and I'm just now like I tell everybody like, yo, this is a hard game, especially when you're doing it. I'm funding myself.
Yeah, it is very tough.
It's a tough game, and I'm just now getting to the point where I'm at a level where people are noticing me.
Absolutely. No, it's tough. It takes a lot of time. Like, there's no such thing as an overnight success.
Facts. And even like I said, because I don't know nobody in the game. You feel me? I just decided I started out in a choir, and I love singing and I love music so much. I just decided this is what I wanted to do. You feel me? And I've been doing it ever since. And I can't. It's like a drug. It's like my only drug.
It keeps calling you back.
I swear to God.
Okay, Pookie.
Got the itch.
Right. Nah, bro, I'm with you. Like, there's so many ups and downs, and there's times where I get super frustrated, and I'm sure you do as well. But I shake it off. I wake up the next day, and I'm ready to go again.
Yeah, I was in a drought like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And one of my partners, his name is Big J. He's on like most of my tracks. He was working on a song, and the song is called Finish First.
Yeah.
When I heard the song, it just kind of like moved me. Right?
Yeah.
It kind of like moved me, and he's like, I'm like, I heard the song, I heard his hook, and I said, where you at? He's like, I'm at the studio. Man, I went to the studio, I heard the song, like in person. I was like, bro, let me buy that song, and let me shoot the video. And I promise you, it just rejuvenated me back, and I've been going hard ever since that song.
Man, that is dope. I love hearing those kind of stories because when someone is very passionate about something and then they give up because they get frustrated, that like hurts my heart.
But you get to that point. There's a lot of us that got
absolutely because it's an expensive business. Man. You don't see instant gratification.
And then you have, I have kids.
Yeah.
I have 6.
So it's bigger than you. Oh, you got 6 children.
I got 6.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I know. You have to take care of them.
That, like Bigger said last night. Remember, he said, I take care of all my kids, and he does. He got, I think, 11.
That's the best part of me.
Yeah.
You can ask anybody. I could be the worst boyfriend, worst husband, but nobody can tell me nothing about being a father.
Absolutely.
My dad was always there. You feel me?
Right. So it's definitely instilled in you. So what's the age range of the kids from youngest to oldest?
So I got a 20-year-old, 18-year-old.
Nah, he lying, y'all. He is lying.
A 9-year-old, a 4-year-old, a 3-year-old, and a baby.
Wow. So you got a 20-year gap, literally. There's not, man, I think that's beautiful, though.
I started when I was 20, man.
That was me. I had my son at 19, and my son's 28 right now. You know what I'm saying? I had them actually 2 days before my birthday, but I still had them at 19. And
I was outside when I got. My parents was really strict, right?
yeah,
So all through high school, I wasn't allowed to do none of that. My
of
parents
course.
were the islands, right?
Yeah.
So we played.
They ain't play that.
Nah, at all. I wasn't. No girls wasn't allowed to call the house or nothing like that. But when I got to college,
You was wilding out,
I was outside
making babies.
No, my first one, my first experience.
Yeah.
I got my son.
Wow.
My first dive in.
He said, my first dive in, son, you were created. This is what happened.
Right.
Let me tell you the story. That is dope. So where does he live at?
California.
Oh, he's in Cali. Does he like it out there?
Oh, yeah, he loved it out there. That's I raised him till he was like 11, and he went back to California.
Okay.
With his mom.
Man, that's so dope.
Yeah. I don't play about my kids.
You ready for any grandbabies?
Nah.
That's what I keep telling my son. I'm like,
Nah.
I'm just not. I will embrace it when it
Of course.
happens,
Yeah.
but prolong it.
Yeah. You could take as many
Yeah.
steps as you want to get there. But yeah.
That is so dope. No, that's dope. Like when you have family, especially kids, it becomes so much bigger than you.
Yeah, man. And my son, he actually saved my life.
Yeah.
Like, no, literally, I was about to kill myself.
Wow.
Yeah.
Can we talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, definitely. So in 2000, I got out the military. I was in the military also.
Yeah.
So I did a lot of stuff.
Thank you for your service.
Yeah, I did 6 years in the military.
What branch?
The Navy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So when I got out, it got tough because
Yeah.
I didn't. You don't really know where to go after that.
Absolutely.
Like, a lot of us don't know where it's like.
And they have PTSD.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of us that don't have nothing. Like I didn't have nothing, and I'm not one of those type that'll lean on my parents. My parents are great people. Right?
Yeah.
So they'll bend their back to help us out.
Of course, but
But
you don't want to have to
I
resort to
don't- yeah,
that.
yeah, nah,
Understood.
I'm not that one.
I mean, neither
So-
at all.
They didn't even know that I was.
We got pride.
Yeah, that's me. Really, I had to learn how to use my pride.
Yeah.
Because that shit. I cannot.
No, you good. Yep,
Okay.
absolutely.
Yeah, that shit'll hurt you. It'll take you places that.
Especially
you don't
as a man.
Right.
Especially as a man, I get
So-
it.
I remember I had broke up with one of my last kid's mom, and a lot of people wanted me to stay with them, but I'm not that type.
Yeah.
So I packed up, me and my son. We was in an Envoy, Chevy Envoy, yeah.
Yeah.
And we stayed on Jack's Beach, right there by Joe's Crab Shacks. I think a lot of people know that. We stayed in the parking lot. We actually slept there for like 6 months.
Oh, wow.
Applied for housing.
Yeah.
I used to take him to the lifeguard station for him to take showers, go to school.
Wow.
I got a job at Crystal's, and the manager at Crystal would let him sleep on the floor while I work at night. I
Wow.
get him ready for school, take him to school, and it just got hard.
Of
right?
course.
And I was like, man, it would be better if I wasn't here. I didn't even think about him.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting in the front seat. He in the back of the car sleeping.
How old was he at the
He
time?
was like 5.
Okay.
Yeah. So he in the back of the car sleep, and I had the gun to my head,
No.
and it was gonna go. So he woke up. He didn't see me, with the gun to my head.
Yeah.
He woke up and he said, Daddy, I'm hungry. That's all I needed to hear.
Man. God intervened at the right time. That
swear
was
to God.
all God right
I
there.
swear to God. So my son that's like I don't know how if he knows how big of a role he played in my life. Like,
Yeah.
I tell everybody, like everybody will tell you that little kid, he's a grown man now, but
Yeah.
that's my savior.
He saved your
He
life.
saved my life. And
What's his name?
Harrison.
Shout out to you, Harrison.
He's the third.
That is so dope.
Yeah, so he's a great kid.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
anybody-
he's got a great dad.
Yeah, anybody will tell you, like, when you meet him,
Yeah.
like,
He's respectable,
he's still
manners.
like, even at 20, he's still respectable.
Yeah, I love that because a lot of these
A lot of
20-year-old, they reckless. They have no manners.
Yeah, and he's one of them ones, and he's so talented too. Like I be trying to get him into doing music, but
Yeah.
he wants something else.
Of course, yeah. You got to let them pursue what they want to do.
Facts. So, but yeah, man, he actually saved my life.
Man, you got a story like that. That just
really
like
do.
brought emotion to me because I'm like, mental health is very real.
And back then we didn't know mental health.
Exactly. Absolutely.
I didn't know that until 2 years ago.
Right. It's always been a thing, but nobody talked about it.
Talked about it.
Yeah. My son is 28 and, he kind of deals with that stuff because he was in the military and he's seen a lot. And, like he deals with stuff. And I always check on him to make sure he's good because, like you said, you just never know. Like, money can't always buy happiness. Yeah. It helps. But, and it's sad because I think that our veterans are not taken care of well enough. There's a lot of homeless living on the street veterans.
And the thing is, like, when you go to the VA, it's even worse.
Right. I already know.
It takes so long for you to get help. And when you do get on the phone, you still got to wait.
Yeah, my son actually got his own insurance through his company because he said that it's just the VA. They're the waiting periods. Sometimes you don't get them calls back.
You don't. And then when you miss a call, you have to call somebody else.
Right.
Oh
Listen.
I'm going through it right now.
That's so frustrating. But thank God that, God intervened. Your son spoke up. And you're here to talk about it. You got a story to tell. So, during that time, how did the transition come about where you started seeing the light at the end of the tunnel?
I didn't.
No?
No, I didn't. I just knew that he needed me.
Yeah.
Yeah, really. Honestly,
He said, Dad, I'm hungry. What if you would have took your life and he would have been sitting there hungry
Right.
Yeah. And that's the thing. You got to
think about that.
No, you don't think about that.
I don't think about nothing. Like, I ain't think about nothing. Like when I told my homeboy, like my closest homeboy, we grew up in high school together. So
Yeah.
like my brothers. Man, they cussed me out. You hear me? They cussed me out because
As they should.
Yeah. I took it to the chin. But it's like they're like, oh, you could have called somebody, and I know that.
Yeah.
I know that.
But you got pride.
At that point in time, I ain't trying to put my stuff on nobody.
Right, because it's like we feel like we're gonna become a burden,
facts.
And then,
some people make you a burden.
Of course.
You feel me? So you don't know. So you just try to deal with it yourself.
Absolutely, I get it. Like I've been in some dark places too. Like I lost my sister in 2012, which was my only sibling, and then when I moved here, I lost my job of 12 years in 2013. So it's like I had a heavy period of losing my sister, losing my job, not knowing where my next dollar was going to come. But Bigga told me, he said, right now is the time that it's sink or swim. If you don't want to go back to another job, you got to get out here and hustle and grind. And guess what? Thank you, God, I haven't had to go back to work. I've worked for myself for the last 10 years.
I got a story about that too.
Boom.
Yeah. It's like you said, it's a hustle, man. Hustle, like, and if you don't want to clock in for nobody, if you don't want to, like, I have my son, my 4-year-old, right? He's autistic.
Yeah.
Right? I remember me working a 9 to 5 and me having to tell my supervisors, like, hey, I got to go because I got to take him to, his little doctor's appointment and shit like that. And I used to break down on my job a lot because I was trying to figure out why is he autistic.
Yeah.
So it used to bother me.
Yeah.
So, and I told my homeboy, like, one of my partners, his name is GP the General. He was my supervisor. I said, bro, I gotta quit.
Yeah.
I gotta quit.
You gotta take care of your boy.
Yeah, I do. And if you ever have an autistic kid, they like needy.
Absolutely.
Right? And it's a routine for them. And if you break that routine, it mess up their whole.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So with him, like he's outside right now. Like he sleeps on me.
Yeah.
When I lay down, he comes and he lays on me.
Oh.
This is where he sleeps.
Yeah.
So I never want him not to, until he grows out of it.
Yeah.
This is where he's going to sleep.
You're his Superman, for real.
And exactly, that's exactly what it is.
And you have to be there. And like you said, if it means quitting the job, God's going to handle the rest.
And you have to believe it.
Yeah.
That's the hardest part.
Yeah.
Believing.
You're doing an amazing job.
I tried.
No. I'm about to stop you right there. You don't try. You do it. Say it with your chest out. I do it.
And then so with that, right, I started my T-shirt line, which is I'm wearing it right now.
That is really dope too, by the way.
And I do this myself.
Really? You designed it and everything? You printed up and the whole nine?
The whole thing. I did it myself.
Wow.
Like, I got a T-shirt.
Matches the hat perfectly?
Oh, yeah, shoes and all. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh, you come fly with it.
So, yeah, it's called Bash. It's called Blessed and Still Here. And that's just because
of what you went through. You had, man. So it really means something to you.
Means something, yeah.
Where can people purchase the merch from?
I have an Instagram. I'm working on a website right now.
Yeah.
The Instagram is called Bash.
Okay.
Bash Tees. So you can reach me out there. I ship out anywhere.
Do you do more like print on demand?
I do print on demand.
Yeah.
I do whatever.
Yeah.
I'm outside.
That is really dope, man. Like, I think that having merch is one of the great outlets as an entertainer because you need to be rocking your own brand.
And even the one I wore last night.
Yeah.
I did that.
Oh, yeah, that was dope, too, by the way.
Yeah, I did.
Orange is your color?
Well, I'm from, I'm not trying to mix I'm from Los Angeles, right?
Yeah.
So my block is Hoover block.
I got you.
So our colors is.
I got you. Understood. Say no more. It looks good on you. Oh, not everybody can rock orange, but it look good on you. When did music really start becoming like heavy in your life?
So music always been heavy, right?
Yeah.
Like even in my culture, like if you look in our culture is made off of music.
Yeah.
We communicate through music.
Yeah.
We do a lot of celebrating through
Yeah.
music. Like I was telling people in my country, we weren't taught about slavery, right? We were some of those guys that took over a ship and we ended up in where we are.
Right.
And we bought the land from the British. So the British ran us, but they left us alone.
Yeah.
So I learned about slavery in 93.
Yeah.
Right. Like I learned about slavery in 93.
Yeah.
So when I found out about it, I wanted to learn more because in America, when they teach you about slavery, they only teach you certain.
Absolutely, right.
You don't know about the rebels.
Yeah, you don't know the in-depth of it.
Right.
They scratch the surface per se.
So, it's like I said, in my country, we were made, like music was the way,
It's a universal language for you guys.
Right. So even when I came to the States, it was funny because I used to dance.
Yeah.
Right? I used to dance.
Let's see a little bit.
No,
I'm just messing with you.
So men in our country, our hips are really like,
yeah.
We move our hips with
yeah,
no
nothing
problem.
wit's wrong with that, yeah.
But when you come to the States, it's a different story.
Right,
so
they look at you crazy. Like, oh, you moving your hips a little too good over there.
So it's like you have to change up. But music, man, it always been there. And I remember in our country, like, I seen the Mickey Mouse Club. It's like certain channels you would see, like Mickey Mouse Club, and you see Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
You see all the old country western. Like,
yeah.
What's the guy? Knowing the Fulham guy. You got to know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you see people like that.
Yeah.
And you just want to do it, and then you come to the States and look like, oh, people getting paid for this.
They really do.
So I was like, I started out in a choir at Manual Arts High School in South Central, and I used to watch my homeboy Antonio Cole. We grew up, like I said, we grew up together. We used to be in the hallways in Manual, and they would have like freestyle, right? But I didn't know how to freestyle, so I would go home and I would write. I will write my
nothing
raps.
wrong with that.
Yeah,
a lot of artists do.
No, I still do it today.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
But I still don't know how to freestyle. I will go home. I will write my raps. I will practice, and I say tomorrow I'm gonna jump in the freestyle session, but I never did.
Yeah, that day never came.
Never came. But I got good at writing, and
yeah.
I got good at like jumping on a beat.
So for people who haven't had the opportunity to hear your music, what can they expect when they turn on SebastianKyng for the first time?
Story.
Yeah.
I tell a lot of stories.
Yeah.
And it's mostly about me.
Yeah, of course. You got a lot to talk about. You've been through a lot.
I got a lot of stories about me. So I don't really do all the boasting and bragging, right?
Yeah.
I tell a lot of real stories. I do a lot of, like the track I did last night is more like where I grew up.
Yeah.
Party vibe.
It was really dope.
Right.
Great performance. You impressed Bigger Rankin.
Facts.
That is major.
Yeah.
Bigger don't impress easily. I'm just saying. I'm being honest.
Right. So I do a lot of stories, and I do a lot of like telling you where I'm from.
Yeah.
Because that's all I know right now.
Yeah.
You know, the further I get up, the stories might change. You know, but right now I'm trying to get everybody to figure me out.
Yeah.
Right.
So let's talk about, like, you know, where you're at with your music and where you see yourself going. Are you cool with just staying independent, or do you ever look to maybe take it to another level?
I'm open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it makes sense.
Yeah, if it makes sense, I'm open. Like,
yeah.
I was telling somebody at I just did a video, and I was telling another artist that was there. I was like, yo, streaming is cool.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot on streaming.
Yeah.
And still nobody knows me.
That's what them playlisting and stuff are great for.
Yeah.
Is discovering new artists.
Right. So and if I get to the point where, you know, people are reaching out, right? I still could double back.
Absolutely, you can.
And reintroduce this stuff.
Absolutely. I totally agree, because the thing about music is, even if you put it out, we'll say 5 years ago.
Right.
If the world ain't heard it, it's still a brand new record.
And I was telling them about the Jadakiss and Cameron battle.
Yes.
All those stuff that Jadakiss and them perform are mixtape.
Absolutely. Because the younger generation, they never heard it.
Never heard it.
So it's brand new to them.
To me, I was like, wait a minute. I was I was outside.
Right. Absolutely.
And one of my partners, before the battle, I was like, man, Cameron are great, but these boys are focused.
Yes.
You feel me?
Absolutely.
And they always been focused. So I was already up on G.
Who's been like maybe one or two of your biggest musical influences?
DMX.
Okay.
DMX.
Rough Riders.
Yes. I'm telling you.
R.I.P.
Yes, Lord. That was one of my biggest. Anybody will tell you. I had the dog tag in high school. I was DMX in high school. Who else? Young Jeezy.
Yeah, Jeezy for sure. Snowman.
Everybody said I sound back in the day. I sounded like Jeezy.
Okay.
T.I. I was like one of those cats in L.A. that like South music.
You like Southeast type music?
No, so the beats, man.
Yeah. Pay homage.
Right, the beats are so crazy down here.
Absolutely, because it is very different than the Cali sound.
Cali is more like a string, right?
Right.
And you got to get used to that string.
Right.
Me, I don't know what. Well, God rest the dead, right? One of my sister's boyfriend, his name was Dwight Williams. He had this Ford Escort. It's a hot
Good old
pink,
Ford.
yeah, a hot pink Ford Escort.
No, he didn't.
I swear to God. But when I say he had it decked out, it had the sounds in it.
That's dope.
When he used to go to sleep, I used to steal it and drive it around. And he had
he rolling over in his grave right now.
He had what's that? 400 Degrees CD. I remember.
Oh, okay.
And I had just made a post about Manny Fresh. I used to listen to how he plays on the beat. I was like, man, what? How did he come
Insane,
up with
yes.
And you could just feel it.
Yes.
Like when you playing in the car, you can feel it. Like I'm like, oh man, I got to do it.
When you feel it, you know it's real.
Yeah, you can feel every instrument that he put in there. Like it's like he knows what to do, and that the South, a lot of them have that.
Absolutely.
Like a lot, but in the West, it's only like a few that can really change from West Coast to different type.
Absolutely, and I'm definitely a fan of West Coast music. You know, taking it back, like I had NWA on cassette tape, y'all. I played until it broke. You know what I'm saying? Of course, Snoop, Warren G, that's my homie. You know what I'm saying? Long live Nate Dogg. The list goes on. There's so many greats out there.
Nate
he was so melodic.
Yes, yeah. But I say T.Y. Dollar Sign.
Yes.
He to me now. To me, he's the new Nate Dogg.
No, absolutely, I agree.
I love that dude.
I totally agree. Yeah. You know, and then even taking like shout out Travis Scott. You know, he's out of Texas. Texas is producing superstars.
Right. Definitely.
You know, so what are you working on? It's 2023, brand new year.
Man,
what you got in the works?
I'm pushing videos. I'm working on all my videos for my track. The first video this year is called Down Me.
Yes.
I just dropped the preview for that. I'm trying to see what I can do when I'm gonna release it. I'll just talk to one of my homegirl. She does a lot of promo and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So we're trying to get everything lined up to where we drop it at the right time.
Absolutely.
And then go back to I was talking to what's the High Definition last night.
He's amazing.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try to link with him to
Yes.
drop the song, the Man song that I did last night.
Yes.
Work with him on getting that shit put out.
You picked the right song too, by the way.
Yeah, so I sent two, right?
I know.
So I do this every show I have, right? So I put like 3 to 4 tracks on a flash drive.
Yeah.
So I go in, I watch who perform.
Feel the crowd out.
The guy from Texas.
Trilly Polk.
Oh my God.
He's a ball of energy.
There we go. So I watch people like him. When I watch him, I say, okay, that made me decide which song I wanted.
Yeah. Shout out to Trilly Polk, man. Trilly Polk.
Yeah. So I watched him. I was like, oh.
Because his song is the man.
Facts.
Yeah.
I told him that. I said, oh, so my song is the man too, bro. He's like, oh yeah, great mind thinks alike. I said, yeah, but I watch him. I watch people.
Yes.
So I watch him perform. He had the swag. He had the energy.
Yes.
He had the delivery. I was like, okay, so I got to
Come with it.
Yeah. So I was ready.
And you did. You did because you and him both you caught Bigger's attention and he gave both y'all Trapping from the Basements. It was a great performance. Definitely appreciate you being there.
Yes, ma'am. I'm outside. I'll be here in April too.
And I was about to say,
I'll be in April.
You got to come back for my birthday.
Like I said it last night, I said, okay, I'm coming back.
I want to do it big because I'll be turning 49. It'll be my last year of my 40s. So I was like, I'm not big on big birthday celebrations, but this year I'm like, to have made it this far, because I lost my sister when she was only 41. You get what I'm saying? So like every year after that, I'm just so grateful for life. So I'm like, I just want to do it really big this year. You know, so you got to be in the building.
I'm there.
Biggest said we might have to start a little earlier because I know there's gonna be a lot of artists that want to perform, you know. And I try not to I don't try to overbook it.
I appreciate that.
Like
you guys did that last night.
2 hours, boom, we got through.
That was dope.
Yeah,
that was dope.
And keeping it to one song each makes a difference. Because when an independent artist gets up there, by the time if they do 2-3 songs, by the time they get to the third one, you don't forgot the first one.
But no, see, a lot of independent artists, they forget that.
That's right. People aren't there to watch a concert from you.
You like your only superstar. Right?
Yeah, exactly. You're right, and they swear that.
Right, but even though you might be popping in your city, but we ain't trying to hear all that.
No, you're absolutely right, and I appreciate you for understanding that because some of these artists, I had one wanted to do an 8-minute set.
Right. Yeah, no.
I said, bro, you're gonna kill my night. Like I don't care how
really,
dope you are.
That's how it is. We don't And a lot of people don't understand that.
They'll start walking away.
We don't care how
They'll be like,
are.
dang, you've been up here for 8 minutes? Like,
you ain't Jeezy.
2-3 minutes can change your life.
Right. You ain't Jeezy
right.
Now,
Facts.
It's just the nature of the business. You got to get there first.
What's your YouTube channel where people can check out your current visuals?
Music Ghosts.
Okay.
MuzikGhozT.
I like that.
Yeah. I used to go by the moniker Ghost.
Switch it up a little bit.
I got the name Ghost in high school.
Okay.
I was quiet, right? I was a quiet, like, I was so quiet. One of my teachers called my dad. And that's because I had an accent.
Yeah.
I had a heavy accent, and people would make fun of me when I started.
Let me hear a little bit how the accent.
You
can't do it now?
I have to be talking to my, like somebody else.
That's how Big is.
Right,
when he's
off and on. I promise you.
Big is like his Jamaican accent. It switches on and off. I get it.
If I'm angry,
it comes out.
It comes out. But if we just talking, like you can hear, like people can hear bits and pieces. But I can't just really.
Understood. I get it.
One of the teachers. Because I didn't say I was in class and I didn't speak anything for like a year. Yeah.
You was just there.
I was just there.
A body in the seat.
Yeah, turning in my homework. I did all my homework. I did all the work.
Yeah.
I just didn't say anything. So they called my parents in for like a meeting. And it was like, yo, he hasn't said anything. Is something wrong?
Right.
My dad was like, nah, he just don't speak English.
That is hilarious.
So everybody would pick on me. They were like, yo, you move like a ghost. So that's everybody started.
It stuck though.
Yeah, everybody started calling me ghost. It was like I'm always everywhere, but I never said it. But even now, like when I'm in a crowd, I like being off in the cut.
Understood.
Right? So if I can leave and nobody noticed, that's perfect.
No, I'm an introvert. Believe it or not, I'm very introverted. I really only socialize when I have to.
Me too.
That's why I like doing
too.
this, because it's very intimate. You know what I'm saying?
I'm the same way.
But I don't like being in big crowds, especially of people I don't know.
Right.
You know, because you don't know what other people's energy is like. You know what I'm saying?
You can feel it.
You can feel it, and you don't want to carry that home with you.
Good. I'm pricked to leave.
Tell everybody what's the current single that you're pushing so they can go check it out. We just talked about Demand.
Yeah, the current single is Famous.
Okay.
It's a track, man. It's a hard track. It's on Spotify. It's on all platforms. Just look up Famous, SebastianKyng, and it pop up. That's I wanna work on that video. Like, I really wanna work on that video. I don't wanna just do it. But it's
Put a whole treatment together behind it.
It's a vibe, yo. It's a vibe. I did that song in like 10 minutes.
Oh, dope. Sometimes those are the dopest ones.
All mine.
You didn't overthink it.
Not yet. All my dopest tracks I did on a fly. Like, I just heard the beat. I bought the beat.
Because it's super organic.
Yeah.
You didn't overthink the situation. You didn't plot and plan.
Nah,
you just did it.
I just did it.
Yeah.
And I wrote the song. I wrote the song driving to Orlando.
Okay. Making time of your time on the road, making sense.
To Orlando, and I just felt like, you know, I have to make a track to when I get to a level.
Yeah.
You will know why I feel this way.
Absolutely.
And that's what I came up with.
That's so dope. Yeah. That is dope. So it's on the digital platforms. Tell everybody your social media, Instagram and stuff, where they can follow you.
Social media, Facebook, everything. I got 2 Facebook, just one for the merch and one for Sebastian. So everything is SebastianKyng, Kyng.
Yes.
So it's SebastianKyng, one word, and SebastianKyng, one word everywhere. You know, and Bash Cheese, Bash Bernardez, last name is Bernardez. So Bash Bernardez on Facebook for the merch, and SebastianKyng everywhere else for music. Dope.
Make sure y'all follow him, tap in, all that. I know you got a lot of people that support you. Who you want to show some love and shout out to?
Man, first, all my homeboys in Cali, Dwayne, Marcel, Antonio, Adam, always putting up money for when I need, when they support. My homeboy Belly, he own the studio RGM. If you in Duval, that's one of the main places you need to go.
Duval,
that's my dog. So we, he put me in my building, my shop building. So that's my OG. So he my CEO. He's a mentor. That brother is one of them. My hood family, GP, Coke, Rashawn, Deshaun, R.I.P. My brother, 6ix9ine. All of y'all, man. I'm forgetting. There's a bunch of us. But it's all love. KP, Promotions. Who else? My lady, Brittany.
Yeah.
You know, my kids, every one of them, all 6 of them. Who else? Shoot, I'm forgetting something. I know my parents. Facts,
yes.
My beautiful parents. I love you guys. It's a lot of people, man.
It's hard.
Yeah, this is the hard part. If I missed you, I'm sorry, but no, I fucks with you the long way. It's a lot of people supporting, a lot of people putting in their money to see me get where I need to get, and I'm not forgetting y'all. I promise y'all, I'm not forgetting y'all. It's just
when it's on a fly and you're asked to remember stuff. Trust me, I tell people charge it to the game, not to his heart, because it is so hard to remember everybody.
And I gotta put a shout out for Belize one time.
Yeah.
That's my beautiful country.
Yes, represent. I love it.
Already. And LA, the trenches. From the trenches.
But you appreciate everything. You've got a hell of a journey, bro. Like, I'm proud of you. Like, I really am, because I love hearing these kind of stories. And you, man, first of all, thank God that your son spoke to you that day. Right. Because we wouldn't be having this conversation right now. Yeah. And you didn't allow from that day forward anything to defeat you.
Nah, not at all. You see, from that day forward, it was about my kids.
Yeah. That was the life-changing, pivotal moment for you.
It was. I ain't gonna lie to you.
That's right. Listen, I'm proud of you. Like, I know we're just starting to build our business relationship, but it's like, I want to work with people like you because you got a journey and you got a purpose. You have a purpose. Your kids, you know? So most definitely. Last but not least, we live on the Industry's Most Wanted podcast. Right?
Industry's Most Wanted.
You got to let the whole world know what makes you the industry's most wanted.
Man, what makes me, I'm consistent, man.
Yeah.
I'm consistent. I won't give up. And I promise you I won't let nobody down.
Yeah.
And I got music. I got good music. I got feel good music. I got pain music. I got all that. I'm everything in one package.
He's a total package, y'all.
I am. I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like if one person hear me, I can be, you know, like as long as I could get to that person that needs to hear me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, one of the right people heard you last night.
Exactly.
Shout out to the OG.
Facts, and that's what I'm saying. Like I just need that.
Use that as major fuel. That's a great way to start your new year.
Yeah, trust me, I'm already on the promo.
That is so dope, man. Well, listen, thank you again for being here. I appreciate you.
Back.
Positive energy, positive vibes, all that.
Yeah, you already know I can't do nothing else.
I appreciate you being here. You know what I'm saying? You're my last interview in this space right here, which is like a pivotal moment for me too, because this place has been good to me. You know what I'm saying? So thank you for being a part of my history.
Man, thank you guys. I love it, man.
Absolutely. And we'll see you again in April.
Yeah, I'm here.
We out of here, y'all.
What I wanted, ain't no way I'm gon' sleep. I'm the motherfucking man, ain't no other nigga like me. Watching while I ball, I know they hate it, that excites me. Bending all these callers, I'm a fisher nigga hitting. If they see a nigga slide.